Hi world, it's Tuesday and it's the 15th of October 2024 and I'm in the Italian city of Bologna. I arrived here a couple of hours ago from Rome, where we've been shooting for the documentary on the history of Western astrology, and it's been a whirlwind tour in this last 5 weeks. We've been to so many countries and cities, and we're approaching the end of this phase of the documentary now. In the next couple of days, I'm going to be doing lots of little videos, but these are going to be for the higher tier of membership to reward those people who have taken out membership, because it's the people in the membership who have been able to, who have helped me, even if it's just to a little bit, to be able to fund doing this documentary. So you know who you are, thank you. But that isn't what this video is about. In just over 36 hours time, it's going to be the full moon. Now at the moment I'm recording this, the moon is now at 29 degrees of Pisces. It's opposite Neptune, it's sextiling Pluto. But in 2 or 3 hours from now, the moon will move into Aries, and full moon will be on Thursday at 1:26 p.m. Italian time, 12:26 p.m. UK time, 7:26 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And this full moon's a bit of a stinker. Obviously we've got the sun opposite the moon, and these are both going to be at 24 degrees of Libra and 24 degrees of Aries. Mars is going to be at about 23 degrees of Cancer, square to them both. Pluto's going to be at 29 degrees of Capricorn, squaring the sun and squaring the moon, and Mars is coming into opposition to Pluto. This is going to be making a grand cross, a small loose one, but nevertheless, and this is a particularly volatile full moon. Now when you look at what's going on in the world, yes, we can talk about the American elections, and I will be doing a video on the American election, and I will give the world my prediction from an astrological perspective, although I will turn the comments off for that video, and that will be within the next week. And we can look at the Ukraine-Russia situation, and we can look at various different theatres of economic meltdown, whether it be Australia, India, political stances. But of course there's also the ongoing massive conflict and escalating conflict in the Middle East. Now, Mars is coming into opposition to Pluto, and this will be exact at the end of October and the very start of November. And any decent political astrologer knows that Mars opposite Pluto is a massive signature for incisive, short, sharp, explosive developments. So it's pretty clear to me that the actions going on in the various theatres of war at this time are only going to get worse in the short term, and they might get quite nasty, and there might be, I'm not going to mention the word, but there might be the thing we're all secretly really scared of. There might. If so, it will be localized, as in just 1 or 2 countries, won't be global, and if so, it will happen before November the 2nd, November the 3rd. I know the American election's on November the 5th. We're at one of the most warlike times in the last 50 years. And it would be lovely if everyone would just stop fighting each other and sit down and start talking. And I've gone on so many times about how intelligent people should actually put their guns down and talk to each other. But realistically, that's not going to happen, at least not in the short term. Because there's too many people out there going, my God's better than your God. And yes, you've killed 6 of our people, we've killed 50 of yours. And no one side is better than the other. No one God is better than the other. No one. If I had my way, I'd close all the churches, all the synagogues, and all the mosques. And I'd turn them into community centres and say to everyone, yeah, you can pray at home. Religion is the single biggest conflict reason in the world today. And it's going to take something truly explosive, whether I'm talking literally or metaphorically, to make people wake up and realize that the days of religion are over. We're too intelligent, allegedly, to still buy into the notion of a God, a Buddha, an Allah. In this last month, we've seen the acceleration of intensity. It's still accelerating, and it's almost reaching prime vertical. It is going to decrease, okay? It's the 15th today. It's going to take another 2 weeks, possibly 3. But by the time the American election is over, we're going to see a sudden, radical decrease in the levels of immediacy, urgency, crises and trauma. But we've still got 2.5 weeks to run. So I've already done enough videos where I've taken out a plea for people to act in a mature, adult, intelligent way. And I know a lot of you are doing that. And you've got my unconditional support and love on this. But realistically now, put pressure on the people who you vote for. And look after those close to you. And I'm not going to be scaremongering. I'm not saying take precautions because, you know, what's the point? If anything does blow, it's going to be global, but I don't think it will. As I said in a previous video, 1 million little droplets will make a tsunami. And a tsunami, not so much of protest, and not of action or volatility, but a tsunami of kindness and compassion and goodwill. That will change the world. And right now, that's exactly what's needed at the time when it's least likely to happen. So realistically, hang in there, because in 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks at the very most, this is over and we will have some type of resolution and the pressure's off. It's full moon on Thursday. It's Tuesday night now where I am. Don't let the energy use you. Use your energy. Don't let the energy use you. I'm doing that. And as I think it was Paracelsus said, stillness leads to illness. Don't stand still. Don't do nothing. Don't hide under the bed because the bed will collapse on top of you. Make your voices heard in whatever way you feel is right. Don't get into trouble. Don't do anything wrong. But be strong in yourselves without getting into trouble. This is a time for everyone to find their inner hero. Catch you later, world. Bye.